in 2013. And y'all know I like to get my hair done, and I had to wear those scarves. That was the darkest time in my life, right? And one day God said, if you ever get in on what I'm doing, Rhonda, this ain't got nothing to do with you. And I was like, well, it's my head with the hole in it. What you mean? What you mean it ain't got nothing to do with me? So one day I put the scarf on and I started taking pictures of myself, right? And the moment I started taking pictures of myself, within, I want to say like 2 weeks, the hole that they said was going to take 18 months to close, that hole was closed in 2 months. Because I got in on what God was doing. And so when you do that, you will shorten the time of, you know, the hard stuff that you got to go through. Life is, it's a journey. The Lord was talking to me the other day about the difference between a journey and travel. A journey has purpose. You're going to a certain destination. When you're traveling, it's about the experience. You're just going from place to place.
You heard, that used to be one of my things that happened. Enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. But we have come to find out that there is no destination. We are traveling through life, enjoying the experiences along the way.
And so we get caught up sometimes in forgetting that there's a purpose in our journey. God has a purpose. You know, when he was sending people different places, there was a purpose for why he was sending them there, you know. But a lot of us don't understand, and so we'll go here, we'll go there. We'll never understand why we went here, why we went there, because we've lost sight of purpose. God has a purpose and a plan for all of us. It's just that we have to get in on what it is that God is doing, even in the midst of not understanding it. And so, you know, you may have tuned in today and you might be saying, you know, well, I don't understand, you know I feel like I want to do this, or I feel like I should be doing this. Have you gotten yourself still enough to really ask God? I think some of us try to make God this big faraway person that we can't hear. But I talk to God, me and God I be like, okay, God. Oh, I'm shaking my leg. You know, that's like a family thing. Me and my sisters do that. We do that all the time.
That's the God coming on. The spirit is out.
It's probably
the spirit is out.
The Norman might be getting ready to take place.
Go ahead, shake.
No, I don't know. But we do that all the time. But
wait, before you go, you were saying, dang, I forgot, Rhonda, when you want to stop, you was going so good, girl. You got to get in on the plan. You got to get in on what it is doing. So let's give them some homework. So if you want in on what God is doing, even though you don't really understand or you don't know, or whatever the clarity is you need, the first thing you want to do is make a decision to get in on the plan. So number one,
you have to decide. This is what you have to do. You have to get still and say, okay, God, tell me what you want from me.
Now,
what is
me,
it that you want me to do?
Like, God, you know how you pray and you be thinking like, come on, Jesus, come on, give me. How do they know if it's God and what is God? Is it? I know Pastor you say God will raise up somebody to use their power, influence, and ability to help you. What does that look like?
I think when you're first starting out, and let's just say, for instance, somebody says, okay, I know that, you know, I'm supposed to have a business, or I'm supposed to be doing this, or and I don't get into people that say, you know, they come to me, should I marry this person? I don't know if you should marry that person or not. You know what I'm saying? I pray the will of God in people's lives. You know, I don't come into agreement necessarily unless they're already in a relationship and they're believing God to be married. I'm not getting into, you know, you're supposed to be with this person. So, you know how many people told me I was supposed to be with this person, that person, and all that. And don't get caught up in people telling you who you need to be with and all of that. So, but I was talking about deciding when, or just your initial start. Say, for instance, if somebody comes to me and the first thing I do is sit down and talk to people. What is it that you want from me? You know, what is it that you want me to do? Like, I had one person that I was dealing with. Well, I had a couple that I was talking to, and they just wanted better communication and better understanding each other and trying to find out whether or not they wanted to be together. Okay, if that's what you want, now that's the goal. And so now nothing interferes with that goal. Because this is what we're now working towards. And so now everything else has to line up to that. And so now you start asking, now you invite God into your plan. You know, okay, God, now I need you to show me. So if you're, say you want a business, or, you know, or just anything, some people, most of the people that I deal with, really, they're not coming to me necessarily for how to start a business. Like, I have other people that I also know that are life coaches, that may be their specialty. I would direct them to them. Most of the people that come to me are just merely coming for survival, to get from one day to the next. And so I teach people how to win right where they are. Most people that come to me are on the verge of depression and things like that, or just wanting to just throw in the towel or want to quit. Well, quitting is not an option when you come to me. And so if you come to me, you have to know that quitting is quitting is not an option. And if you're willing to do the work, then I can get you to a place to where you will be victorious every day, no matter where you are. I think I talked about one time, I was going to the little exercise room at my apartment complex, and I was in there with another girl. She was on the elliptical, and when she saw me, I was on the treadmill. And I was just, you know, taking a few nice light steps. She over there just going for it. Like, she trying to punk me. I'm like, boo, you gonna pass out trying to punk me, because I'm winning just being up in here, right where I am. And so we have to understand.
They can't punk you out your position.
Ever.
Out your purpose.
Ever.
Y'all stop letting people punk y'all out y'all position and y'all purpose.
Telling y'all what you should be through social media.
Black girls gotta wear dark colors. The devil is a lie.
The devil is a liar. Look, I tell people all the time, me and my daughter go back and forth, because she said, Mom, you know, you ought to don't get a perm, you know, let your hair be natural. Listen, sisters, let me tell y'all something. I love everybody who wearing their hair natural and all of that. I'm for you. I'm on the sideline cheering for you. Y'all winning. Y'all looking good. But as for me and my head, yeah, I'm gonna it's gonna be how it's gonna be, 'cause I like it. I love who I am. Period. And maybe one day I'll go natural if I so choose to.
Well, listen though, my hair is natural,
and it's beautiful.
And people think I gotta relax it, so you gotta be nappy-headed, and whether it's natural or
exactly.
relaxed.
But if your hair
don't let people fool you.
That's what I'm saying. People have you.
You got
the
basic things, don't got no edges. You know, I'm a hairstylist now. I can't take these no edges.
People have you around here looking crazy because they want you to be
looking like that.
Yeah.
Are you trying to look like somebody?
Or you trying to look like some? Everybody is beautiful. You're beautiful just how you are. You know.
So you was winning right where you was at.
Right where I was in that gym. I kept right on walking because I showed up. That was a win in my column. Yeah.
So the first thing you told us, in order to get in, to make sure that you are in position and ready to join in on what God has for you in those situations, you got to get in first. You got to get in. You got to do something. You got to get in. Don't get pumped out of your position. Is what I picked up. So yeah, I'm over here on this phone, but I'm taking copious notes because when the coach talks, I listen. That's how students become great leaders. Listen. Now the life coach process, she gave you a piece of that. Now she giving you all these tidbits for free. Listen, a little tidbit. The life coach process. The first thing you gotta do is tell her your goal, and don't be lying. Don't be lying about what you're going. Be realistic.
Because see, I'm gonna tell you, and now I'm gonna tell you that.
No. Let me tell her what you told me. She gonna try to be nice. Let me tell her what she told me. I told her everything I was going through, and it was even to the point where I didn't even want to think. So that means I wanted to be lights out. You know what she told me? Well, what you want to do? Evidently, you want to do something because you came here to see me. Do you understand what I just told you, lady?
Yeah, all of that was
What is your
irrelevant.
goal? She said, "What is your goal?"
Because
You know you
all
want-
of that you could have did without me. So what you call me for?
So I said, "Oh my gosh, okay." No, I can't enough to tell you. Listen,
Yeah.
now go ahead and cry, get it out. You
Yeah,
good?
because I'm
Now
gonna
move
be
forward.
in the foxhole with you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to be right there with you. But
Listen.
you're gonna do the work. You're not gonna come to me and don't be lying, man. I get tired of don't be.
You can't win trying
You
to
can't
lie.
win in a lie. You know why I'm able to win right now? Because I walk in truth. Because guess what? You know how much energy it takes to. You got to be remembering what lie you told. You got to be remembering who you were last week. Can you be that same person this week? What y'all see is what you get. Because I even thought about wearing a different. I was gonna put on this different shirt, and I was like, that ain't really who I am. Let me just
Put on my clothes.
put on my clothes and go do what I do because I don't have that kind of time. I
ain't playing
just
with
don't.
y'all. We
You
trying
be
to-
all
listen.
cute losing.
Cute loser. Is that cute? Cute. Being a cute loser is really
Being
not
a cute loser is
Not
really not
cute.
cute. So you have to. Winning is an attitude. You know, winning is not just this. You know, I win a game every now and then. I win all the time. I don't
Every
lose.
day.
And so I can't even function being around anything that looks like it's going to cause me to get a L. That's why I'm about to give the Dallas Cowboys up because they tripping. I can't be a part of that. I cannot.
I think I'm gonna follow the style.
I'm not following no star nowhere. I cannot be a part of it. Y'all ain't seen me talking about Dallas because I'm really on the fence.
So who you gonna be your new team?
I'm gonna find somebody that's winning.
We gotta get on the winning team.
Yeah, because I can't
I can't be over here about to bust my TV wide open and y'all about to lose.
I can't do it. I cannot. I understand people have moments. But now Dallas, we've been going through this for a minute. And I'm gonna need you to get right. Y'all got a minute now, and I'm gonna have to make some sound decisions because I can't do it. I cannot. I'm telling
She
you.
ready to give up her team. It's
And I
serious.
really don't switch teams. I don't, but I can't. That mentality now. I don't
losing.
see the team anymore. I see a bunch of individual players, and I don't see that team concept no more, and I can't do it. See, the one thing I do know about Jason Garrett, the one thing that he could keep them together. Even though he made some bad decisions too on the coaching field, he could keep them mentally in the game. I don't see that with this coach. I'm not happy at all. I'm not happy about it.
So listen, as you sitting there talking about the football, you tie right back into your lifestyle, and that's how it helps your perspective. So whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever it is that you do, men, she was just tying them into football. You need a coach. Mentally, you need it's a lifestyle, and
It's
they
a
start
lifestyle.
losing. When you want to win the losing team, you got to switch it up.
Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on now.
Come on now.
You know, if it's not working, and I tell this story too. Like when I went fishing with my dad, and you know, I was plucking his nerves because I kept putting the worm on. Well, he was putting the worm on the hook. I would throw it in and let the fish take it. And go on, and I ain't came up with not named fish. He said, I tell you what, I ain't got time to keep putting yours on and you letting it get off. So you know what? I didn't want to touch the worms at the time. So I figured out if I could take that knife and take that blood worm out the bag, put it on the cement, and I could take the hook and stick it in the worm on the ground without ever touching it, and the worm would still be on the hook. So I found another way. And that's what you got to do. If it's not working,
Find another way.
find another way. I tell people all the time. Like I was talking to somebody the other night, one of my clients, and they were about to go on a date, and they were already done married the person.
They about to go on a date?
Yeah,
How they going on a date?
they were concerned about what was going to be. I said, look, you get ready to go on a date. Stop going down the road. It ain't even that part of the game yet. We miss out on so much because we don't let the game play out.
Wait a minute. They was already married. And
No, they weren't married. They were just getting ready to go out on a date. But they were already, worrying about things.
Oh, worrying about what was going on.
Worrying about what was going to be down the road. You just going on a date right now. Yeah, just enjoy this date. Go on out there
So
and
not live in the moment.
Live in the moment. Stay in the moment.
So people, that's what people, a lot of people, women, but I love love. I just love love. When you meet somebody and y'all start dating, that don't mean y'all get married. You start talking about marriage in 10 days, 2 weeks, a month, 30 days.